Jesus says in Mark 10:6, "From the beginning of creation, God made them male and female." God designed only two genders, men and women, and He created them completely differently. Our eyes literally have different cells that cause each gender to see the world from a different perspective. Girls' ears hear more sounds than a guy's ears. The male brain, it's strongly divided between the right spatial side and the left verbal side, while the female mind is strongly connected between both. And this allows women to multitask a lot better than men. Boys, we think in verbs, where something is, where it's going, while girls think in nouns. What is it? Who is it? How does it feel? Also, girls' feelings are processed in different and more areas of the brain than boys' feelings, which are confined to just one small area separate from where speech is processed. Men and women are designed different because our differences complement one another. They complete each other so well that only the combination of a male and female can create life. And just as the creation of life requires both genders, the optimal development of life requires a man and a woman. Jesus went on in Mark 10, saying in verse 7 and 9, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God joined together, let no man separate." God designed us to have a man in our life who owns his role as the head of our family, arranging things for human thriving, and a woman who owns her role as a helper, influencing others to be their best. You can think of men and women like teammates, working together to help humanity win. Now, when this broken world forces parents into a single parenting situation, Grand Step, adoptive parents, and even mentors can fill those vital gender roles. But when you purposely attempt to raise a child with only one gender within a homosexual lifestyle, things go about as well as this quarterback without his lineman. Yeah, not so great. A new family structure study found that adults who had two mothers and two fathers were more likely to struggle educationally, more likely to receive welfare and experience depression, to smoke, be arrested, experience sexual confusion, engage in risky sexual experimentation, develop anxiety disorders, and attempt suicide, more than adults who grew up with their biological mom and dad. Culture may have convinced you that being gay or lesbian, bisexual, or transgender is perfectly good and right. But the Bible tells us the opposite in Romans 1:25 and 28. To sum up those verses, it says, "Women exchanged natural sexual relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, men committed shameful acts with other men. They did what should not be done." Listen, any distortion of God's original design for men and women is undermining the Creator's plan. And it's a sin. It's not for our best. Let's not give in to culture's pressures, but instead follow God's design for our gender. All the while, let's keep living like Jesus by loving and not condemning those who don't do things God's way.